Thursday night in the city. Very, very special day.
Yes, it is.
August 29th marks, 2013 marks the 55th birthday of our beloved Michael Jackson. I'm Lenny Green.
I'm Indy Smith. He would have been 55.
Yeah, he would have been 55.
Oh. Sexy. That's right, I said it.
Yeah, look, you know, he is definitely a one of a kind. Such a talent, such a talent.
What is your favorite MJ song?
I can't give you
one?
one. No, because they're all favorites.
Okay, but you don't have like an order, like absolutely this one comes first and then.
No, but I can tell you some highlights. Like, I don't know. You're like, what? I don't know of the ABC album. Okay. See, when Michael came into my life, I was focused on singing. Oh. So really, like I was definitely Michael Jackson, hopefully in the making.
Okay.
So I would sing "I Want You Back" like I was blue in the face.
Okay.
So from "I Want You Back," which was their first big hit, straight through. Like I even hit you with I hit her with "Looking Through the Windows," which came really later on down the line. You're like, looking through the window style.
And you know what? I have the albums. I have some Jackson albums. I have a bunch of albums. And I was going through my albums and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have all these albums. So I'm gonna frame them and put them up. Because they're still in plastic. They're
really?
like, yeah.
They're in good mint condition.
Yeah, they're in mint condition. But I'm not, trying to play
I'm
them.
official there. I'm official.
It's okay.
I'm
I have
official.
My button. See, this is official Jackson's.
No, but I didn't have. I couldn't find my Michael Jackson. I do have a Michael Jackson.
You do have
t-shirt.
What do you mean you can't
He's
find it?
He's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo.
Okay, but you not
Great
being able to
Virgos.
find it
Shout
is
out to
not
Beyonce.
great.
She's a Virgo.
Yeah, can hear. You heard me.
I couldn't find it. I was rushing to get out of the house earlier today, right? Because I was running for a meeting that I was late for.
Late. Okay.
And in rushing, I couldn't find it. You know how you rush, you can't find it. Couldn't
Absolutely.
find it.
But that's okay.
I'm a true bachelor, so everything is everywhere.
Oh.
Are there any housekeepers that are watching us? No, never mind.
You looking for a wife?
No,
Yeah,
no.
are there any what? Look.
Really?
A housekeeper that's going to stay in the house and keep the house.
Whoa. No, you going
and come out to play when told so.
No.
And make sure you can cook.
Well, that does help. If you really can cook, that really helps. But I'm not even there every day, so.
Oh,
cooking.
She would definitely. You know what? You need to be his chauffeur as well.
No,
that's when you would see him when you picking his ass up.
No. But let's be clear. I drive. So I don't really need a chauffeur.
But she would have your car. She would have your car and she could come pick you up. Whoa.
Okay.
Did y'all see that face? Did y'all see that face?
I think so.
Oh, we got people on hold? Oh, we'll keep yapping.
Look, shout out to Isha. Ish is our assistant on Thursdays, and she actually responsible for bringing this question in tonight. And the question is, would you date a man, ladies, who is a virgin? Would you, Indy?
Would I date a man that is a virgin? I don't know. Come closer and I'll let you know.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, so this is the thing.
I'm a virgin. I don't want to get
This
too
is
close.
the thing. Yeah, okay. I would.
Now, why would you, Indy? I'm just curious. Why would you?
Well, why not? I mean, dating him doesn't necessarily mean.
I know.
That's not what I said earlier. Don't be trying to call me out. I'm going to get to all that.
All around. She
I'm
had a
gonna
whole new
get
different
to
agenda
it.
earlier.
No, I have a broad agenda. I'm just starting here first. I'm answering your question.
So you would?
Yes, I would.
So you could take advantage
So
of it.
dating does not necessarily mean we're going to have sex. That's one. So yes, I would date a virgin.
You can't wait, though.
If I'm attracted to him and he really wants... See, this is the thing. Just because I date him doesn't mean he's going to want to give it up.
Well, that's
What
true.
if he doesn't want to give it up?
But you're going to do your every part to get it from him because you know why? You are the first. Matter of fact, there was a young lady who hit us up on Facebook and she said, this man would be disease-free. Because, again,
Yeah.
he's a virgin.
But a lot of men are disease-free if you use a condom.
Well, this is true. This is very, very true. But I get what she's saying, you know. And then there was other doubtful people hitting us up on Facebook and
Right.
said, well, how would you really know he's a virgin?
Right.
I mean, I guess there's no official way of knowing aside from, hopefully, the person telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't, because it's biologically speaking, men and women drastic in that area.
Right.
It's not like we have a covering on and
then it breaks.
And it breaks, So, having said that, I guess you really wouldn't know.
Well, this is another thing too.
But you said something pretty interesting earlier. You said something about our sexuality, and it kind of is visible. So, and I jokingly said to you,
yeah.
So if I walked into the room, you never saw me you saw me for the first time, you could tell I had sex or I never had sex.
It's not about knowing that if a person can have sex or not, but people wear their sexuality. Like they wear it.
What do you mean they wear it?
Well, it's a part of like your nonverbal communication. You bring who you are to the table. When you enter a room, you bring yourself in that room. Now, how comfortable you are is going to show, and your sexuality plays a part in your ego and how comfortable you are.
Oh, I agree with that.
So
I think
you
it plays
walk,
a part.
you got some ladies that have come up here and they look great and they're confident, and that's sexuality. You have some men that walk in and what's up? They're smooth. That's sexuality.
That's swag.
But swag is sexuality.
So a person can't. If a person never had sex, they don't have swag.
They do, but it's put on. It's not. Okay. Now, guys, you can back me up on that. And ladies, we can. There's a certain walk. There's certain walks that men have, and it kind of lets you know if he's packing or he's just confident.
Is that what y'all looking at?
Oh, hell yeah, we look at that.
Uh-oh, we know you are that.
We look at the walk.
Wow.
Walk is like...
The walk or like, the package?
No, the walk. The walk is just like, you have some guys that are just goofy. They just walk. And you have some guys that just have a walk. It's
swag.
Yeah.
So you can only have swag, like I said, you only have swag when you definitely had sex in your life.
Okay. Have you ever noticed the difference... Oh, gosh, this is so hard. Have you ever noticed the difference when someone meets have you noticed a man, because you're a man, have you ever noticed a man that walks into a room and sees beautiful women and are like, the difference between, ooh, who's that? Or the difference between, if they get nervous, don't know what to do with it? I
think, because we're visual creatures.
Okay.
Men are visual creatures. So we say, ooh, wow, who's that? Based on what she's packing,
right?
I mean, and what she's wearing, and how she's carrying herself,
right?
So appearance is really 100%. It really plays a big factor.
Right now, as a man, I'm not a man, but if you see it, you want to know what to do with it. You're gonna know what to do with it, or what you think you would do with it if you've already touched a woman before and been engaged with a woman. Then your visual, your perception, your energy is just more confident. If you haven't, you're just wondering, and you can feel that. You can feel that. Okay. You can feel when somebody knows. As a woman, we can tell when somebody knows that what they want to do with you, as opposed to
somebody who's a little apprehensive.
I'm a little like,
I don't know if I should take this
off. I don't know if I should. Yeah.
Rub that mic for me.
Who's clingy?
I'm just speaking from personal experience of the person that I know, right? He's kind of clingy.
The voice is Ish.
Sorry. Yeah. And he's very sort of shy, you know what I mean? Kind of coy. But for some women, maybe that's endearing. But for me, his body language just kind of screams,
don't touch me.
I'm not really sure. Yeah.
Right.
Just saying.
But okay, so
you around him
Ish,
long enough.
You're a young lady. Does that turn you on or turn you off?
I mean, yeah, it turned me off.
Wow.
It turned me off because he's statuesque, he's tall, he's built, he's kind of attractive. Paper. You know what I mean? He's not an ugly dude.
See, that's a turn off for I think a young
weird.
woman. But in the calls that I received from most of the women that called tonight, with the exception of one young lady who was 22, were all in their 40s.
Okay.
And everyone who was in their 40s talked about how it would be great for them to date a man who was a virgin.
That's because they old and dirty.
And
First
that's
of
what I'm
all,
saying. So see, that's what I'm saying. So Ish said she would not date a man who is like that.
Why
Right?
did I say I would not date him?
No, you said it's a turnoff. So that's
It was a
that means
turn-off,
you're not
but
dating
that
him.
was after I had gotten to know him. We went out on a date.
But the average person,
I
you may not
I
get.
had already dated him
Oh,
technically.
okay. One
No.
date, 2 date, 3 date,
2 dates.
2 dates.
2 dates.
Does it get a
'Cause
third and a fourth?
I wanted to be sure. I didn't want to be abrasive in how I was, thinking and communicating with him. I wanted
Right.
to be sure of who he was.
Did he let you know why he was waiting for that special person and what that special person looks like?
Absolutely. It was a moral decision for him.
Hmm.
Like it is for most people who abstain from sex or from anything. It's a moral discipline.
Okay.
And mind you, he's a preacher's kid. His
Oh,
dad is a pastor.
Lord. Freak
There you
of
go.
the week.
Well, look, he's not a freak yet because he's a virgin. That's about
No,
what.
but here's the twist.
If he met you, you'd probably turn
But
into a
here's
freak.
the twist, though.
Freak.
He didn't learn of sex and sexuality
Mm.
until he was about 13. Like procreation, where do babies come from?
Okay, that's weird because when you're a little boy, when boys touch themselves, hello.
He maybe
What?
was-
No? Yes?
Maybe that
yes.
was a little
You get a
delayed.
feeling
go
and
back
you
away
feel
mighty long
yourself.
time before- from
That could've
What was the first? Okay,
That
when
could've
you
been a
remember
little
touching
delayed.
yourself?
Well, no, I really don't.
Don't you lie. You don't
I really
remember?
don't. Look, I didn't document that and made it a bookmark in my mind. This is the date, and this is when I touched myself. It just kind of happened. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe, Vito, do you?
I
or he's
think
on-
I was 10 or 11 when I touched myself.
Really?
Yeah.
And you haven't stopped?
No.
No, see?
No. And you shouldn't. That's the, see, that's the whole, oh my God, you all are so insane.
No,
You
I
should
ain't.
when you have those feelings, that's when the conversation needs to come up with your parents. Because if you don't, you start doing crazy stuff and getting into trouble. You get diseases, you start messing with people, letting people touch you. Like, you need to start talking to your children and letting them know that these feelings are natural, but you shouldn't allow anyone to explore them with you. Point blank, period. And if you don't have the conversation, then kids are in danger, and then they grow up thinking that sex is not this, it's immoral, and it's
Well, I'm not saying that he necessarily believes it's immoral, but it's a personal choice for him to have.
does he want a virgin?
I don't know.
You didn't ask him
mean,
that?
No.
That might be.
I mean, that might be something that he wants, but in the conversation I had with him, he, I guess alluded to the fact that he would respect if that was the woman's decision to abstain from sex, obviously, because he's in that mental space.
Right.
So,
My question, you said you dated him twice. So is there a third and fourth date?
he's a friend. He's a friend of mine.
Is there? All right. So
Like,
you
if
dated
I
your
go
friend.
out with him,
Right.
the boundaries have already been set,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going out with him because I like him as a person, as my friend, and I would appreciate him to stay in my life. But am I sexually attracted to him? No.
But if he wasn't a virgin,
Awkwardness there,
Mm.
and that's blocking me.
see, even want to pursue it.
No, why would I? If I'm already sexually turned off by him,
Right.
and not just his sexuality, but his person.
Mhm.
That's his
Okay.
being.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So-
It's a little weird.
So I think it's drastically different, obviously, between younger women and older women. Women in their 40s definitely don't have that mindset. They're like, okay, I'll take them on because this is going to be an opportunity for me to mold a man the way. Well, yeah, I'm sure there might be some control in there. Hopefully not. But mold a man to her specifications. Whatever she liked, whatever she didn't receive from men over the years, now
She
is an
gonna beat it
opportunity.
up.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Beat it
yeah,
up.
and you know what?
He's gonna be
The only
scared.
thing that you can hope at that stage of the game is that it's a mutual attraction because for the fellas who have met that older woman, right? And I'll raise my hand to that. In the very beginning, 21, 22, and you get that encounter. If she really kind of is aware of what's happening,
Right.
you're definitely turned out.
Well, this is the thing, though. Like, we're speaking as though someone needs to be taught how to please me. It's very selfish. And I'm speaking for the older women. How about he be with someone that that wants to experience something with him, not teach him, but experience something. If he's inexperienced because you know how you want to be pleased and you can get to teach him, how about just be a grown-ass woman and find a man who can please you? Don't find a man that is inexperienced that you think you want to teach, because this is the thing. That first time might be so enjoyable. Remember, you got one shot, and then the rest of the night, he can go all night. He's going to like it. So if you can't maintain at least 7 hours.
At minimum.
And then you're going to teach him something and he's going to fall off and throw it to the next chick. So, I don't know. I don't know.
This is the reality of love, and we're dealing with topics. It piggybacks off of our Confessions of Love topic every night. Do we still have anybody on hold, Ish?
Oh.
So, I want to go to the line. Okay. Hello?
AJ?
Hello? Hello? How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. What's your name?
My name's AJ.
AJ, thanks for calling. Appreciate it. So you're calling to give us your thoughts on Confessions of Love.
Well, that's been a fantasy of mine for like the last 30 years. And I wouldn't have any problem dating someone who was a virgin. I mean, it would be hard to believe that he is a virgin, but I assume that he has his reasons, and I'm sure through pillow talk we'll find out why he's still a virgin. But I'm sure that, I've always been a good teacher, so I don't mind at all.
Okay, there's two questions I have for you. First of all, I'm joined by Indy, who's with me. My first question is, how old are you?
I happen to be 55 years old. I'll be 55 on the 23rd of September.
And why has it always been a fantasy?
It's been a fantasy. Well, I guess my first love happened to be almost 30 years older than me. So it was like a flip-flop. And as I got older, my men got younger. So I have no problem, being a teacher, being an instructor. I like it. I just enjoy it.
No problem.
Can I give you a compliment?
Huh?
I grew up in Washington, D.C., and you truly remind me of Melvin Lindsay, because sometimes I listen to you and I want to cry, because you remind me of that gentleman in the Quiet Storm back in Washington, D.C.
Oh, so thank you for the wonderful compliment. Melvin Lindsay, ladies and gentlemen, is actually one of the creator of the Quiet Storm format in, as you said, Washington, D.C., and it started at HUR. Wow. Well, thank you again for the compliment. I've never had the honors of meeting Melvin and even hearing him on the air at the time, because I don't think I was even interested in radio at the time when Melvin Lindsay was on the radio in D.C.
You're a young one. Okay.
Yeah, you want to teach him?
Well, okay.
No.
So are you calling us from D.C. or you're up here in New York?
No. I'm actually in the village. I'm a poet, and I was in a contest this evening. And I got in the car and I heard you on the line, so I said, well, let me eat my sandwich and listen to the radio tonight.
Well, it's no surprise. Then you've heard the calls that came in a lot earlier, and all the calls that came in earlier. The women are mature women like you, and they, too, did not mind having a virgin man.
No, I don't. I enjoy it. I like young people. I mean, I'm 55, but a lot of my friends are in their 30s. I'm still raising some of my nephews who are still teenagers. I listen to hip-hop. Again, I'm a poet. I'm around a lot of younger people. And, it's going to happen. I mean, if I don't mind, let's say I've never dated a virgin, I have to be honest, but I have dated lots of young men, and I enjoy teaching, and I learn a lot from them, too.
I hear that. Fair exchange, baby, is a beautiful thing.
Right.
AJ, appreciate the call tonight, my love. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Bye-bye. The Reality of Love, 1-855-4-LENNY, LENNYG. Call us up. Indy Smith.
I think it's interesting that they're of a certain age and want them.
Well, listen, I think that poets are like Virgos. They're freaks.
Oh, well, you know what? Look, I raised my hand at that too, all right? I'm a Virgo, yes, and we are the quiet ones. That's what I could say.
The sneaky ones.
I don't know about sneaky, but we're definitely quiet.
I think with the women who are older, it's more of a control thing.
Yeah, it sounds like.
You'll be getting older as time goes on.
But
So,
why?
I don't think it's a. Well, see, again, I think, and this is.
It sounds like maybe an older man that likes younger women.
Who, me?
I'm just talking about men. Period. Older men that
No,
like
we're
younger
talking-
women. A lot of older men like younger women.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, it's a control thing.
Well, I don't know if it's a control thing. It could be. It could be a controlled thing, or it could just be an appreciation of what goes on.
Appreciation of what?
What the person brings to the table. Because you have to understand, as we get older, we get into our ways, we get set in our ways. So we're not really open to learning other things. Where a younger woman may be more open than an older woman to explore, to just do certain things. How about go certain places? And, older women say that about men their age as well. Because a man is set in his ways, may not want to be adventuresome, may not want to go out and just do stuff, where a younger man, depending on who he is, may be up to like, hey, well, let's go out to some place.
And that's cool for like a personality, but we're talking about sex, which is supposed to be enjoyable. It's supposed to be open. It's supposed to be comfortable and free. If you are one-upping someone during sex, that says a lot to me.
Well, look, I think you're taking it way far out of context than where it is.
But how can you okay, so let's reverse it. You got a young girl, she's a virgin, and an older man has a fantasy about being with a younger virgin girl because he wants to teach her a thing or two.
Why are you making it sound so harsh?
Because these women...
Suppose he doesn't have a fantasy. Suppose they just met. Maybe it wasn't a fantasy, but maybe there was a natural attraction. How about that?
Come teach me, Daddy. Come teach me.
Well, she won't call you Daddy right away.
Damn it. I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's
like you've never dated people
younger
than you.
Oh, yes.
So I don't know why.
No. It's not. No. Because it wasn't a date. I made it very
wasn't a date.
clear.
Was it one night stand?
It was just sex.
What, a one night stand?
No, it was like maybe 3 nights.
All right, 3 nights.
It was just sex.
It's the same thing.
But it was just sex. And I didn't want to teach him. He was young and he had energy, and that was all good.
And see, as an older
and he wasn't
woman,
a virgin.
As an older woman, you enjoyed that. Because an older guy probably couldn't go the distance like this young dude.
No, there could have been an older guy of my same
It could have been, but
age.
guess what? You knew young dude was definitely going to be the marathon guy. So because he was a marathon guy, you were definitely going to give him a run.
It wasn't a fantasy.
Okay. All right, it wasn't a fantasy. So let's eliminate the word fantasy.
Okay.
In both scenarios, though.
Okay.
And the older man dating the younger woman.
Okay.
Let's say they just met and they just hit it off. It's not like, I got to find a young woman, That sounds desperate and
well,
crazy.
the woman that called in that said that she told you that there are men that don't want virgin women. Remember, she said that the percentage is higher that a man doesn't want to be bothered with a virgin.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know, because I'm not that guy. Look, if there's a virgin woman out here still to this day,
you would go for it.
I would definitely be.
Why?
Why? Because close to pure.
Okay.
Pure. Actually, pure.
Okay.
Hopefully no inhibitions, hopefully, just eager, just like I said, open to new things, as opposed to an old fart like you. And, you're set in your ways, and, you may not be open to, like, let me swing you from this chandelier thing, you know what I'm saying? You may not want that. So she may be like, let's do it. I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Let's swing from
Let's
the
see how
chandelier.
strong this is going to hold up.
Okay.
This is the reality of love, baby. We're going to go to the love line and pull up another call.
Another dirty old woman.
Hello, how are you? Hello. Stacy? All right.
Okay. No
We can
space.
hang it up on Stacy. Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting. Most older women that have called in, younger guys, and you probably get that. Well, it's a torso because you look real. Well, you are real young. I'm sorry.
He's just trying to throw me under the bus.
I didn't mean that because I knew how it came out.
it.
It came out a wrong way. I apologize.
Look, I'm
But
so happy about my age.
it kind of goes polar opposites. You notice, as the young men, and Vito probably can attest to this, even though he's laid back like he doesn't want to talk.
He'll talk.
Vito, have you been attracted on more than several occasions to older women?
Yes.
Why?
Look. Why?
It just happens that way. I don't know.
No. What is attracting you to them?
I don't know. I guess power. They're already, I would say, established into that. You know, they know what they're.
They know what they want.
They know what they want. Okay.
Seasoned.
I mean, that's sexy for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I figured a woman older than me would be attracted, because I'm attracted to power. I think power is so sexy in a person, but I'm into men. But in a man, I just think it is when you're respected. You're consistent, you're reliable, you're secure. Like, power is just so sexy. So for you to be a bit green in a situation, no pun intended. Sorry.
No problem. It ain't easy being green.
Especially in sex. For me personally, like, I'm a throw it down type chick. Like, take me through, like, let's just have great sex. Not, let's try this. Okay, we can try that. No, I don't have time for that.
Okay.
No.
I mean, and that's cool. But, and then as you get older, the older women, again, because dudes or men are so stubborn and so set in a certain zone, they don't want to be open-minded about certain things. Women, in my observation, women get tired of that. And that's why they say, well, and it's not, I'm not saying it's done intentionally, but
Right.
I'm saying some women get tired of that. And so they're looking for new things. And obviously, because sex, it plays a very, very big role. It shouldn't be the only aspect
Right.
of a relationship.
Right.
But it does play a very big percentage in a relationship. And when there's no sex, there's trouble in
There's
paradise.
trouble. So you know what it sounds like? It sounds like these women are missing and want romance.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, romance, because it's
You mean
romantic.
the older women?
Mm-hmm. It's romantic for a guy to ask you, should I do this? Can I do this? Does
Really?
this feel nice? Does it? Yeah, like, it's considerate, and it doesn't happen all
But
the time.
does that show or tell or put a signal out that he really doesn't know what he's doing if he's asking a lot of questions? Because at that stage of the game, are you really looking for a man to
He
really
doesn't know
ask?
what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's
So
doing.
you're looking
for
for
you.
a man to be polite.
I mean,
Dr.
a healthy mix. Here we go.
Wow.
You gonna ask?
Dr. Bob Lee.
Oh, jeez. It's a good one.
Well, the question tonight, which you don't really need to chime in on the question specifically, but we're asking these ladies, would they date a mature man if he was a virgin?
Mm-hmm. 30 and over, but he's still a virgin. Yes. Yes, a virgin. Is that healthy? No? Yes?
Is the person healthy if he's still a virgin?
I mean,
Is the person healthy? Is he? Wow.
wow.
See the doctor boy. No,
I
that's
know
not the
that's
question.
not the question.
No,
That
that's
was my question.
That's a different question.
That was my question.
That's part B question.
That was the question that's been in my head all night, but I haven't wanted to say it. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he healthy?
is it healthy? Is it a healthy
No,
thing?
he said, is he healthy? Is he still healthy?
I mean, it could be mentally, physically, psychologically.
Right.
Mm.
So, what do you think?
If the person's healthy or not. Go back to the original question first, because
Lenny.
this is like a two-part thing.
Well, it was directed to the ladies. Would they date a mature man, if he was like in his 30s and she was 25, but he was still a virgin? We got a couple of ladies. We don't have to obviously put them on camera, but I'm just kind of curious. Would you date a guy who was a virgin? You would.
I think I'm with. I don't have time to
Oh, wow.
kind of be messing with that.
So, yeah.
But you probably would, but you would wonder why he was a virgin.
I would just be a little bit
age
concerned.
30, right?
I would be a little bit concerned. Thank you, because I would actually ask your question, like something. There must be something physically, because all that pent up,
Pent up.
all that stuff inside that needs to come out.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
the person could be waiting to get married.
Sorry.
Well,
Find the right
that's what I
woman.
thought. Yeah, the person could be waiting to get married. It's just like, I guess it's really unorthodox these days for a man not to have a child at a certain age. Like me, like I'm a probably classic example. By a certain age, you don't have any children. You know, you could be. They still could be looking at you with a question mark. Like, really, you don't have any children at your age?
See, the only thing I question about that is what is the right one? That's not realistic.
What's not realistic?
Well, this is the thing, and this is from experience. I've been through many relationships. Some lasted years, some didn't last. And there is no right one. There is no right one. So you're waiting around to do something that's natural you're waiting around to be moral, and you're saving something that's naturally a part of you, like innately a part of you, to find the right, like there is no right one. And then if you do find the right one, is the right one gonna have to be a virgin also to have your same mindset? It's just not realistic to me. It's just really not realistic. And there are no mistakes.
What?
It's like if you haven't experienced anything to make a mistake, then what'll happen when you're in the heat of the moment and you mess up and you it's just weird. It's like you're putting perfection on something that's not supposed to be perfect. You're just supposed to experience
But I think,
it.
I hear you. But you know what? I think if you're in that state of virginity, the person who isn't the virgin kind of should be aware of the fact that there will be some imperfections, for lack of a better statement, along the way, because it's virgin. You know what I'm saying? It's virgin. This is
The only thing
territory,
virgin I like is the weave in my hair.
Wow.
But what if both of you were in the same frame of mind, in the same situation? You were a virgin. He was
I
a
wa-
virgin. You were waiting to...
When are you asking me when I was a virgin? Was I waiting for a
That's a
virgin?
good question.
No.
But you know what?
I mean, I didn't think about it. I was lucky. My first was my friend. We were friends since we were like 8 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing.
But he wasn't a virgin. Thank goodness he wouldn't, because
Not if he was your friend.
add one thing.
Yeah.
Because I miss this. So I wholeheartedly respect, and I practice it myself, which was something that attracted me to him when he said that. However, it's not just the virgin thing that turned me off. It was his body language, uncertainty.
Okay. If it wasn't just the virgin thing that turned you off, were you in question of his sexuality preference?
I was because it was like
Because of his body language.
his demeanor, not just the body language, everything. His, stares, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He makes eye contact with you, and then
he was
He was
creepy.
creepy.
Because that
Oh,
was
okay. He was
missing. That part was missing.
off.
Yes. It's like if a lion never got older and never knew how to hunt. For his own, no, it'd be strange. He'd be like, like freaking out at the zebras. Like the zebras would be freaking him out. It's weird.
So you would feel funny about it. She ain't got the time for it.
Right.
She's okay with it.
She all right with it.
I gave him.
You a control freak, ain't you, Lynn?
This is the point. But I did. I gave him a chance. Now I'm saying absolutely not.
Forget about it.
I
So-
did. I
so it
was
went-
open-minded to it.
Wow. But you're still cool with him,
Yeah.
but
Friend.
he doesn't have a chance in the world right now.
He's still a virgin?
Still a virgin
Yeah.
in his 30s.
From what I
See,
understand.
now, another question came in a little earlier. How can you tell if somebody, a man, especially,
You're the doctor.
yeah, you're the doctor, Dr. Bob Lee. No, how can you tell
How
a
can
man
you
is a
tell
virgin?
if a man
Because that
is-
was one of the statements that were put up on Facebook. Well, how can you tell he's a
Tell a
virgin?
man is a virgin
You
unless
can't.
you sat and spoke with him. You had
And
that
probably
first
got
date.
the,
Around this guy, you would
you were kind of,
raise an eyebrow.
Maybe he was a whole lot more than just a virgin.
No, she said he dressed nice.
He doesn't act like flamboyant. You know what I mean? And I respect them too.
right, doesn't.
He,
He doesn't act
he's
flamboyant.
comfortable with his heterosexuality. Off.
Well, being a little different can be a good thing, but I guess the word extreme is off. We don't know. So, ladies, I don't know what's best for you.
Wow.
The reality of love.
Take him
to a strip club.
take him to a strip club and see.
Let's introduce him to Vito. And
you know a lot about that strip club, Lenny. You know a lot about that strip club.
Well,
the glaze in the eyes. Sorry.
Do you know there's a strip club around here? So where is that new strip club, Lenny?
Oh, I have no idea.
You just said. Was it 2 days ago that you just
How
said
did
it?
we get on strip clubs?
You just said it. You brought it up. You brought it up.
No, he
brought
said.
it up. And then she bounced it, and then I said, "Well, introduce him to Vito, and Vito could introduce him to the strip club."
Oh, so you threw me under the bus?
Well, I'm just saying you're a man of knowledge.
Right.
You know, a lot of your friends.
I think to find out if the person is a virgin, you probably have to make that first date.
Mm-hmm.
Do that first date, and you got a chance and opportunity to sit down
Right, and then you feel out his personality.
I mean,
right,
I don't think I'm not quite sure if a virgin should date a non-virgin because the mindsets are different, especially if it's a moral view.
A virgin can't date another virgin?
A non-virgin.
You
Yeah.
don't know until you sit down and talk to that person, so you may need that first date.
Well,
Right.
yeah, why shouldn't they? Why can't?
Well, because if I'm sexually attracted to you, and there's a chemistry there, I'm not, and you're not, you're just not responding that way to me, and I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna feel like you're just not into me. I'm not gonna be attracted.
But then that first date may not be for sex or for love.
No, the first date isn't, but there's always an attraction. There's an attraction. That's why I'm going on the date.
Because
I'm not going out with you if I'm not like.
Right.
You would date the person who's a virgin because you don't know he's a virgin yet until you have that date to find out.
That's true. That's true.
So let's try the phone lines one more time.
More lines. Okay. I guess our guests are leaving.
Yes, they are. Hello, how are you?
Hi, how you doing? Good evening, Lenny. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, my love?
I'm doing okay.
What's her name?
Stacy.
Stacy. Finally, Stacy.
No problem.
Perfect. So, what's your thoughts on this topic tonight?
Well, actually, I'm 48 years old, and for me to meet a virgin and start all over, that's some hard work. I'm trying to work smart. I'm not trying to work hard. But there's nothing wrong, as far as you have someone in their 20s, early 30s that's still a virgin. But if you're in your 40s, 50s, and you're still a virgin, that's a problem.
Ooh.
Wow, I got you.
So no, you're not interested in teaching anyone anything, huh?
No, not right now.
Yeah, I hear you. Wow.
Well, I'm not mad at you on that. But thank you for the call and thank you for being honest with us.
Okay, have a good night.
You too. Have a good weekend. The reality of love tonight. We do this every Thursday during the final hour of The Quiet Storm. We thank you for watching and for hopefully engaging in conversation that we have. This is Miss Indy Smith.
Hello.
She's my co-host online. We're going to try to get her to the next level too. But
What do you mean the next level?
I mean,
being,
on air.
I think.
You know what I'm saying?
Just trying to
But
I'm already de-virginized.
de-virginized?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have a confession.
You have a confession?
You have a
Yeah.
confession?
I can't date anybody that's a virgin. I
Good.
can't date a female that's a virgin.
Really?
Why?
Why?
Sex is awkward.
Why is it awkward?
Uncomfortable.
Because
Why?
they
They
don't.
just don't really know how to move, don't know what to do. It's like, I don't want to do everything.
Have you ever
If-
been with a virgin?
Yes.
Oh, so that's how you. Okay.
You'd be like a music soul child.
Music soul child.
Teach me.
Oh, teacher. No, I can understand where Vito's coming from in terms of not being with a virgin, but having to teach someone can be a little difficult if you find that they're very, they're right here and they're not really
Right.
trying to expand their thought.
Well, was that because of her lack of sexual experience or who she was as a person?
The lack of.
Really?
Yeah.
So, I mean, she seemed outgoing and everything, and it looked
Yeah.
like it was going to be fun
Yeah.
and cool.
Yes.
And then you got there, and it was like, or maybe
Yeah.
she was afraid. Was she afraid?
Nope. She
no.
was with it.
Oh, she was with it.
Oh.
She was with it, but it just was like, what are you doing?
Oh,
Wait.
Right.
That was how she
My-
was to you?
No, that was
Or-
my reaction to her.
Oh, okay.
but you were attracted to her.
Yes.
She had obviously, well, everything that was
Stuff.
Yeah, she had good stuff.
right. Yeah, it can be difficult, I guess, but but I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think it would be a bad thing, but obviously it could be. I can see where Vito's coming from. It could definitely be a challenging thing. If you are with someone like that, because it does take patience. It takes patience, and it takes time on top of the
I
patience.
tried
Yeah.
2 times and
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Well, wait, the second time she wasn't a virgin no more. She didn't know what to do the second time?
No, how do you know what to do? You just said it a little earlier.
Do you really want me to go there?
No, you just said it though. You said it's all about experience, right?
If something is good the first time, you pretty much know what to do the second time, or at least try.
She didn't get busy. They couldn't get busy.
Right.
What?
So the first time was nothing. Oh.
Oh, what? No. What?
It takes.
I didn't go all the way with her
Right.
the first time
He
because
couldn't go all the way with her because
it was just
she was a virgin. I know. I know. It may be hard for you to understand
No,
that.
I
going
do
way,
understand.
way.
It's taking some time to get out of virginhood.
I didn't get it. I
Don't-
didn't get
just because you enter virginity, you don't come out of it so quickly, do you?
We can. What are you trying to say?
Well,
I'm
okay.
trying-
Explain your first time.
Then-
You were a virgin, right? And he wasn't a virgin,
No.
right? So how was that? Was it awkward? Was it?
No.
Were you?
I was
you-
hot in the
Shit.
ass. I
Right,
was
see, there you
hot
go.
in the ass,
wait.
and I was
She's a
me
different
and my friend. We had made
So
a
wait,
pact.
so before you even experienced it, were you watching videotapes or something like that? to
Yeah,
know? Okay,
yeah.
See, she probably wasn't.
Oh, but I told you, Vanessa Del Rio, man.
That was your girl, huh?
That's my girl,
Vanessa Del Rio. She
Vanessa
was hot.
Del Rio.
You like, who is Vanessa?
Who is Vanessa?
Google
Hey,
it
whatever.
when you
Shit, I had a
finish
crush.
watching
I
us.
had a crush on Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown, the rapper.
No,
Oh,
Pam
Pam Grier.
Grier.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, that's what.
Everybody wanted to be Pam Grier.
Then he met. We
You
hooked
met,
him up.
you met Pam
I
Grier.
brought Pam
Did you
Grier
lose your
up in here.
mind? Oh,
No, well, Pam Grier was actually kind of all over him. I think she wanted to bring him back to the ranch.
There's that older woman. Yeah, because she's very holistic, very native. She's
Yeah, very
You
native.
know,
Very
she's-
touchy,
No,
feely.
there you go.
She wanted to get him on, one of
I
those
hear
horses
that.
back in the mountains.
Let's find out. He got a secret rendezvous with
Pam
Foxy. Anyway, but
Shout
no,
out to
it was
Foxy.
just. I mean, I think honestly, in all honesty, we're here to help, and I think
Yeah.
people need to understand, like, morals and values. They're totally fine, but they will change as you get older. Trust me. Your moral fiber and the things you value, they change. So to couple that with an experience that's natural and should be comfortable might kind of like stifle you, and you're waiting for this perfect person. You might find that virgin might find someone that does take advantage of them because they don't know, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Even for men, like that really sucks. You have these older women that take advantage of these young men, and then the chick that he does want to marry has to suffer for the bullshit that the older woman put him through.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for us as it is for men. So I say, just be sure you're saving yourself for the right reasons, because it's just something maybe you're not ready for, or don't say the special person, because that special person, you could hit it and then be like, oh, I can't stand her now.
Well, young lady hit us up on Facebook and said that she would have to hear his reasons
Okay.
why he is a virgin, and she said this would not be a deal breaker.
Okay.
And I think it varies drastically between younger women and older women. Younger women, well, don't have a chance. Older women, she'll give you a try.
I say, if you're a virgin, you're in the friend zone with me. Because if I'm attracted to you, I'm going to be like, so, okay, it's like 6 months. Are you letting up? Like,
as a matter of fact,
really?
Indy, you probably are not going to even give the brother that long. You're probably going to.
I'm not a slur bag,
No, I
but
didn't
he's
say
probably
that, but
right.
you're probably going to feel it out. You're going to test him along the way. You're going to do a little something. You may probably hit his ass, see if he jumps. You're going to do something that's totally unusual. I know it.
Oh, see, you can't do too many things in front of these folk.
Well,
I'm
just saying you're probably going to do that, and then
Yeah,
6 months.
no, you're right. I would.
I would say you may give him a week.
No, oh come on, no.
You may give him a week.
No.
He ain't gonna go 3
6
weeks.
minutes, like you pressure on? No. I would definitely give him longer, but I do to respect his values and his morals. I'm a virgin. I'm saving myself up in my head. That virginity is another woman. That's how I see it. That's the other your virginity is the other woman, and you are off limits.
Let's change gears slightly as we come around the last remaining minutes of Reality of Love tonight. Oh, by the way, we do have a Facebook page.
Yes, we do, and the numbers are going up. I'm so excited.
Can you tell them how they can?
Oh, I don't know how to get to it. Just go on Facebook. Reality of Love. And it's a few of them, so you have to see Lenny and I. It's a picture. It's great.
Yeah, it's a picture. That's all. But please like us on Facebook. We haven't started an Instagram Reality of Love.
No, we need to.
And we haven't started a Twitter Reality of Love.
No.
So Vito.
We're on that. We're on that tonight.
Hey, you're the producer. No. You guys set it up for us.
That's all right. I'll handle it.
That's a producer.
I'm a handler.
Oh, God. No, just set it up. Oh. This guy has how many on Twitter now?
Like thousands.
Thousands. And you would think he would help two of his friends.
Thousands.
I set you up.
That's a shame.
On Twitter, I set you up on Instagram.
So anyway, the last topic that we're going to...
let the people know that I set your stuff up.
Look. You know he's controlling the board, so he can turn
as a producer.
They can't hear you. I set this up, all right? Didn't I set it up? I set your Twitter. I set your Instagram. I gave you people to follow you. They can't hear you, Indy. They can't hear you because it's down. The mics are down. All right? Are you ready to tell the people? Are you ready to let them know? Okay, tell them the truth.
Truth is, you're the producer.
And what that mean?
Produce it.
You're in control.
Produce it and we control it.
Produce the show.
You're in control.
No, yeah, he's supposed to produce
Good night,
it.
y'all.
Oh!
He's supposed to produce it, right? And then we control it. But he's supposed to create it.
Oh, Lord. What is the next topic?
The reality of love topic that I wanted to touch base on, which we had the other night, forgiveness. Because this past week was National Forgiveness Day, right?
Who set that crap up?
Wow. I didn't know that was a bad thing. You act like somebody kicked on your shoe or did something.
Somebody stepped on it and messed it up, my new shoe.
So
No, my heart is fine.
Is there a limit to forgiveness in a relationship?
No. Forgiveness is forgiveness. There should be no limit.
So it's no, like, I forgave you like 20 times.
Well, see, there's a difference between forgiveness and forgetting and maintaining something that's not healthy. I can forgive you. I'm never going to forget. And the difference between us staying in contact is going to be your character. So I can forgive you, yes, but that doesn't mean you get to stay in my life. So no, there's no limit.
Well, we're talking about relationships. So you're saying there is a limit because you said clearly they can't stay in your life. So if they can't stay in your life, then that means they're not in a relationship.
Yeah, but you just asked about forgiveness. Like, I forgive you, but it doesn't mean that you get to stay in my life. That's why there's no limit.
It can't be a relationship. So then you're saying there can't be a relationship because I said, is there a limit for forgiveness? That's the key thing. Is there a limit for forgiveness in a relationship?
Oh, then yes. Then I guess it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, especially for you.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
I can forgive you, but you can't be in my
I don't
life.
know if forgiveness is the right word because I've forgiven a lot of people but they're not in my life.
Well, then you're not you were not in a relationship with them. The key word is relationship. Relationship. That's the key word. What do you say, Ish?
I don't know.
Oh, you totally blanked it out, huh? Yeah.
In a relationship.
Is there a limit for forgiveness in a relationship?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Tolerance is big factor in this. To do this, especially the same things over and over again. Yeah, I think everything
there's a
has an
limit.
expiration date.
Yeah. Well, everything does. Yeah.
You know, so that goes back to one of our previous questions that we had. Well, I don't know if we spoke about it, but I know we spoke about it off air. Should a marriage license have an expiration date?
Yes. A marriage license should have an expiration date.
Why would you say so?
Because what do you mean? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a license. It should have an expiration date.
Well, you
Your
have a driver's
love
license.
doesn't necessarily have
You
to
have a
have
driver's license.
No. Marriage and love is two. You have people that get. No,
I agree.
some
Marriage is
marriages
supposed to be
aren't. No, some marriages aren't.
but-
Some marriages are for
No,
business and convenience.
Oh, well, that's true. So people getting married for the wrong reasons.
No, I think
Well-
they all should. And
Hey,
you
but-
renew your license.
Check it out. Because if you're not fulfilling the obligations of a driver's license, what they're going to do to your license?
Take it away. If
So-
you drink
That's,
and drive,
and so is a marriage license.
so is
But there's
a
a-
marriage like.
But there's a marriage license. A license.
A driver's license is very. Yeah, you know, like.
Okay.
It's the same. Here's
So then why prenup? Why prenup? Why do you all agree with prenups? Why do you agree with the prenup?
I do.
I don't know why that sounds. Hey, that doesn't sound. Didn't he agree with a prenup with you?
I thought he did, but
I
I
thought
know
he
I
did
hold
too.
true to the mic around.
You hold true to prenups.
Yeah.
I think you should get
Because
prenups.
you know what?
I believe in prenups.
I mean, I hate to say it, and maybe I'm wrong. I've never been married, but this is my perception. I think a marriage, and it shouldn't be like this on the forefront because it is about love, but it's a business too. It
Right.
really is a business because you're signing a contract. Think about it. You sign a contract just like they do in business. If something should go wrong, guess what's going to happen?
Right.
There's going to be a court involved. Well, don't businesses do the same thing? There's often courts involved to determine who gets what or the visitation situation.
I think it should be an
It is.
expiration
Look,
date on
I
the
get
marriage
it's
license.
crazy, but I don't think it's.
No, it's not. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. If you're not doing anything wrong, you renew the license. People are only concerned if, oh shoot, I gotta step on eggshells now to make sure. Well, if you feel like that, then you shouldn't be married anyway. But if there's an expiration date on it, you can think of it in terms of this. Look, if there's an expiration date on it and you're married to a person and you all get into a financial situation, it might not behoove you to renew it until maybe you get remarried. It doesn't stop the love. It just makes it more convenient to get out of situations that might not benefit the marriage at the time. Doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing.
I think that's eloquently put. Look, unless you can prove to me or tell me or stop divorces from escalating at the rate that they're escalating, you cannot really blow this out of the park.
Right.
Because obviously we understand what a marriage is supposed to be. Look, and maybe that's one of the reasons why I haven't jumped the broom is because I believe in the institution of marriage so strongly that
You want that one person.
you want it to be right. You know, it's because it is for those reasons. But I'm not going into it like I'm blindsided or that I'm not aware of what is going on in and around my world either. You don't want to. The last thing I'm thinking about going into a marriage is not being with this person.
Right.
I'm thinking about spending the rest of my life with this one person, and that's cool with me.
God bless her.
That's cool.
Do you want to? Do you want
Wait, did she
to?
just throw me out
Yeah.
the boat?
No, not really. Do you want to marry another unmarried person, or do you mind?
Look, I don't know if that's going to be possible, but just like, is it possible to marry someone who doesn't have children? Yes, but do they measure up to your standard?
Right.
So
Okay.
I
Just
don't
asking.
put no judgment on that.
Okay.
You don't have to be like you can never be married. Nah, people can be married.
Okay.
Hopefully, you don't
Just
bring the
asking.
baggage with you. Though.
That's what I was asking. Mwah!
We're getting the buy signal. So
Yes, the producers like shut down.
the look, here's what we need you to do. We need you, again, as I said, to go to Facebook and like our page, The Reality of Love. Reality of Love. Like us and pass the word. And don't forget, every Thursday we bring this to you, an extension of Confessions of Love, and raw and just full. And we obviously is a visual thing. We'll try to put the cameras on us just in general as we move forward. I noticed some of you guys had chimed into us a little earlier tonight, so you really got to see, what goes on and what doesn't go on and how we flow.
They let you see some stuff. A lot goes on.
Sometimes. But thank you. Look, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend, Labor Day weekend. It's the end of summer, baby, and it's been a wonderful but unpredictable and up and down roller coasting summer. So I hope your summer was great, and let's just forge ahead and do what we love to do. Yes. Until next time, God bless you.
Good
Peace.
night.